Hey, welcome to the complete HTML practical course. In this video, I'm going to cover HTML5 attributes. These attributes, as you can see, these titles are new attributes that are coming in the HTML5. So the first one is the autocomplete attribute. The autocomplete attribute is used for enable and disable the autocompletion of a text field. For example, let's have a form in here, and here I say this, and here I say the username. I create a login form. Input with the type of text, name is username. So here I say br, and the next one is password. Here I say input type password, and the name is password. So br input type submit, and the value is login. So I open it in Chrome browser. As you can see, when I focus on this is the autocomplete. It comes from where the texts are filled before. For example, here for my second time here I come. So let's test anew. I say something like John, and here's the password 123. I log in, and here I come back again. As you can see, I focus again, and this is get the John value. So this is the autocomplete that you can on or off. Here I say autocomplete. Here you can say on, it's by default on, and I say off, it should not be autocomplete. Whenever I focus on this, it don't show me the auto completion. So you can also have here email, for example, email, and name is email br, and here is an email. So I turn it in on whenever I click on this email, and this is, as you can see, they are autocomplete for email, they are for the John. So I want the autocomplete should be enabled for the username, and I want for the email it should not be. Suppose that I came out of this form, and here I say input type text. The name is, for example, first name, and here I type a label first name. So I refresh it. Whenever I click this form, just the data of this form will be sent. This first name is not in this form. So I want to include this label into this form. So here just you can say I fill something in here, and I send it, and as you can see, the username is some text, email is this, and password is this, and this is not in the form. This first name is not in the form, so I want to include this into this. So here just say this is an attribute of the sign up form. So the next one is for method attribute. For methods is used like this. So let's have an input type submit, and value is like sent by post method. Here I say form method post. As you can see, this is our form method is get when I send the data by this login button, and this will send the value from the URL. And when I say send by post method, this the form method is post, and it will send by post URL. So here I say something like this, and I say send by post method. When I click on this, it will send through the post method. So whenever I type something in here, I say login, it will send by this URL. So the next one is form no validate. What is this? So here I want to create another button, for example send by post. I say whenever the send user is gonna click on the send by post method, so that data should be no validated, just the login button is validated. So let's do that. Here I say just form no validated, like this. I refresh the page. This is the email, and I say login, and it give me an alert, but when I say send by post method, it will send. So this is the form no validate attribute. So the next one is form target attribute. So let's test this. Whenever I say that I send the data by post, I say that should be open a new page like this. So let's say the form target. Here I say underscore blank, the new page. Send by post, and it will create a new page for us. So this is the form target, and the next one is height and weight attributes. What it used for? Imagine that I have an input type image. Here I say source. Let me have an image in here, HTML practical sub image, and this is, let's go to the properties, and it's a GIF file. I copy this, and here source is this, and GIF. Here let's say that I refresh this. Here is our image, and it can submit our form. So the width and height is for this. Width should be, for example, 60 pixel, and the height is, for example, the 30 or 20 pixel. This is our image. As you can see, I can submit the form like this. The next one is max, min, and max attribute. So it used in the number. So let's have something in here. I say br in here, input type number, and name is for example age. I say type your age, and here I say the age, the minimum age is for 15, and the maximum age is 20. So let's refresh it. Here I said 30, and I say login. Your value must be less than or equal than 20. So this I said 10. I said the login value must be greater than or equal than 14, and it is just, it can be 16, 17. It's a legal number. So the next one is multiple attribute. The multiple attribute is used for choosing a file. For example, here let's say that input type of file, and name is, for example, photo, and this is used for choosing a file. So whenever I click on this, here as you can see, this is my image, and I can choose just one image, and I cannot choose, for example, this, a lot of image, or I say Control A to select all the image. So this is limited to one, and I say an attribute in here to select a multiple image, multiple. I refresh it, and here I say I select this, I select this, I select this, and I say open the 3 files I selected. So this is the multiple, and it's used in the check select element as well to select multi options. So the next one is pattern attribute. Pattern attribute is also used for something like, let's say that here type your country code, and here say input type text, name is country code, And here I said pattern should be like this. Country code can be A to Z, and it must be, for example, 3. This is the pattern. So let's have a BR in here. Country code. So I said 1, 2, 3. I submit the form data. It says please match the request format. I say, for example, AFG, it's okay. For example, AFG, it's not okay. So FAFG, it's okay. So the next one we are going to learn is required attribute. Required is used very a lot. For example, the email is, for example, it's required. This form cannot be sent the empty email I sent. It says please fill out this field, and it should be an email, something like this. So the next one is, and it's the last one, is step attribute, and it's used often in the range input. So let's have a range input type range, and here I said the minimum should be 1 and the maximum is 12. Let's say this is the step is 1, 2, 3 up to 12. So I said the step should be, for example, 3. As you can see, this is the step, or I say 4, no, 4 like this. This is the step is 4. This is the step attribute. So thank you guys, this is for this video, and in the next video we will cover a lot more about the HTML. Happy coding.